Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Mom Before Life. My name is Trina, and today I will be sharing with you 4 tips I believe that have heavily influenced my children to read. And when I say read, they choose to read 20 to 25 books or chapters a week on their own. So if that's something that you are interested in, please stay tuned to the end so that you don't miss out on any tips. And yeah, let's get into the video. First tip is going to be always keep a large selection of books to choose from for your kids at home, okay? It's more than just having a few books laying around the house, relying on the library at school to give them a book here or there. I keep at least 20 to 30 books on hand at all times for the kids, okay? And you have to get them books that are relevant to what they're interested in right now. So for Control, I know he loves like books about illnesses and the body, how the body works. Tashawn likes WWE books. He also loves things with football, some character books. Amari and Asante, they like character books too. Asante loves PJ Masks. Imari likes Dogman and Hello Neighbor books. So those are the things that I'm looking for when I go out, but if I can't find that specifically, I try to get things that are closely related, okay? All right, y'all, so this is my bookshelf upstairs. I actually got this 9-piece cubicle from the Goodwill for $1, but I use this right now to keep the books upstairs organized. This lower left side is Imari's books, and then the right side is Asante's, and then when you go up you have Tishawn's, and Control's is kind of empty. I'm going to be refilling his stuff because he's going through his books that were there, but you know, you just get their books, and these are usually AR books for the younger 3, and for Control it's just whatever he's into at that time. This is the downstairs bookshelf, which is, I know, a little bit messy. Up top are my books, and then you have the books that I allow my teenager to read right here. If he wants to read these, he has access to them. And then the bottom 2 are the kids' shelves. So as you can see, they've torn the back out getting books, but hey. Are they even kids if they don't tear stuff up? So yeah, these are all their books. And buying a large selection of books can be pretty expensive if you're buying them brand new from Walmart or Target. With mainstream books for children starting out usually around $10+ having 4 kids, I could easily spend thousands of dollars each year on books, and that's just not an option for me. I choose to shop at thrift stores, Dollar Tree, and go to the library to get books. So here you'll see where we are at a thrift store. This is my favorite thrift store to get books because the books here are only 50 cents for every 2 children's books. So the kids just go through. They do have a role in picking out the books that they get. I do try to allow them to pick books as much as I can so that they are getting the things that they want, and versus me just taking what they say they want and me trying to get it. Here, if they don't have the books that they are interested in, they still have a choice of what they do get. You want to be mindful when buying books to always stay very close to that child's age or their grade level. So if your child is in the 3rd grade, the school recommends that you either keep them at a 3rd grade level and above, but no less than a 2nd grade level, because it does them no good if they can read a bunch of 1st grade books really well, but they're in a 3rd grade. You want your child to be reading on their grade level or above. Tip number 2 is take your kids to the library as often as you can. The library is a great source of free reading material. Outside of the initial library card fee and any potential late fees you may accrue, you could read hundreds, even thousands of books a year and never have to come out of pocket for any of them. Unfortunately, this is the first time my children have gone inside the library since the pandemic happened. Because the library is not fully open, we only have access to the browsing room, which is fine. My kids were still able to find some books that they were interested in. Don't let this pandemic hinder your children from reading. If you normally go to the library, but you're not comfortable getting any of the materials there, you can still use your library account to access ebooks. We've done it several times. It is all free as well. But if you're comfortable with getting books from the library, but you don't want to bring your kids in, do what I do and put that stuff on hold. And once it's available, they should send you a notification. And all you have to do is run inside and pick it up. I know some libraries are even offering curbside. Tip number 3 is going to be sign your kids up for any and all reading programs. Y'all, I sign my kids up for anything that comes to the library, even things that I found on my own. Chuck E. Cheese also has a reading program for children where they would get free points. I believe it's 10 to 15, but it does require a food purchase. My favorite of all the programs I've come across so far definitely has to be the Pizza Hut Book It program. Pretty much your child's supposed to read 20 minutes a day for 20 days, and on that 20th day they get a code sent to them or sent to your email, and you can either call the code in or you can do it online, and then you just put it in and it will zero out the price. So as you can see here, I don't come out of pocket for anything. Now the pizzas are small, but they are for children 12 and under. That's what the program is for. I did have to use some points to get me and my teenager a pizza to split, but all in all, I did not come out of pocket for anything that day. So y'all know your girl was happy. Alright, y'all. So got the babies in the room. Amari has read today, so he is watching some Fortnite TV. I don't even know what to call it. But he was earning his tablet time today from reading. Asante is reading right now. What you reading, Asante? Can I see?
PJ Masks.
Can I see it? Oh, PJ Masks.
Yeah, that's my bed too.
Oh, you want to show me your bed? I think they've already seen your PJ Masks bed. Alright guys, so this is what I mean when I say that you reward your children for things they already did, okay? So my children all have always played video games. My brother gave us a PS3 about 2 years ago, and they didn't have to do anything but do their chores to get on the game. And now they know that to get on the video game, they must read, and I do reward them for the more books they read in a day. So on this next clip, you'll see Asante explaining that to you. And what does one book get you? How many minutes on TV?
15. If you read one book, 2 books give you 20. If you read another book, then you get 30.
Okay, so what Asante is explaining to you is the time incentives that I give them to read more books. Everyone knows that the one book always equals 15 minutes, no matter what. And on top of that, if they choose to read more, which, like I said, they normally do, they get an extra 5 minutes on top of the 15. So let's say one day they only read 3 books, and they read one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then one at night. So in the morning, they would get 15 minutes of gameplay, and then in the evening, they would get 20 minutes of gameplay, and then at that night, when they read that 3rd book, they would get 25 minutes of gameplay. And usually my younger ones, they like that instant gratification, so they don't really stack up the minutes. However, my teenager, he does have to read more than the younger ones, of course, because he's older, but he usually saves his up so that he can block off, an hour or 2. And let's be real, these kids play on these video games for hours. You might as well allow them or guide them to benefit from it, and that would be making them read for the game time. If you guys would like a more in-depth video as far as how I get the kids to read, definitely leave me a comment down below and I can make that happen. But thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.